Hey guys, how's it going? Culprit here. I wanted to bring you a quick little video to let you know what's coming ahead in the next week, and as well as some news with Battlefield 3 and the DLC. This is just a quick little, this is actually a 64-man TDM. I was just messing around. I was trying a new weapon, the MP7. Just messing around, just quick little clip. I cut a bunch of junk out. I just wanted to have a little background for a little quick vid. First and foremost, the lead designer, Figueres. He's the lead designer of the Conquest DLC, the Close Quarters DLC. He was also the lead designer for Back to Karkan, which, you know, that's pretty good because I was a big fan of Back to Karkan. He talks about, this is in the Inside Dice blog. I'll put a link in the description. It's actually a pretty cool little blog they've been doing. It gives some decent insight into it. The big news here is he is saying there will be no rush in the new expansion. He just says with the Close Quarters, rush would not work. He has announced a new game mode called Conquest Domination. He hasn't given us many details on it. I'll get into that in a minute. He also talks a lot about the destruction and how destructible the environments are. I mean, and we've seen some of the videos. I'm assuming you've seen them by now. It does look super impressive, but what I'm worried about is we've heard this before. You know, the whole leading up to Battlefield 3, the regular game, we heard about everything's destructible. You can blow everything up. And we all know that's not true. So I take that with a grain of salt, and they're basically pulling the same marketing scheme again, expecting us to buy it this time. I'm a little weary, you know. I want to believe it, but I just don't know if we can, you know. As I said, he's saying there's no rush. He just said because of how rush unfolds in a story mode, it just wouldn't work in these new vertical maps. He says that they've basically come up with a new game mode. And he literally said, quote unquote, we took the spawn systems from Battlefield 3 TDM and mixed it with Conquest. Well, that was very worrisome because we all know that the spawns in TDM are terrible. I hope he's talking about the fixed spawns. Obviously, I hope that means they have actually fixed them. We don't know. We haven't seen them. The patch isn't out yet. That's very worrisome to me. But by going by what he says, my best guess is that it's going to be a Conquest mode with TDM random spawns. What that means is you're not going to be able to spawn your teammates, your squad mates. You're not going to be able to spawn on the actual domination points. So that means, as for a defender, death is much more penalized, and probably actually for an attacker too, because you'll have to go back to the deployment. So I mean, hopefully that'll make people play a little more actually conservative. Otherwise, you're just going to get rushers and people going crazy. I kind of like the sounds of that, but it's too vague right now to really know. Another thing that worries me, what happens if Close Quarters Domination or Conquest Domination stinks? You know, like, now we have nothing. What do we have, just TDM now? We have no other game modes to play. I'm a little disappointed here, guys. I mean, there's such, you know, they talk about all this innovation, this new stuff for Battlefield 3, with these new types of maps and how there's going to be no vehicles. It's going to be super close quarters like Counter-Strike, because he actually cites his Counter-Strike history as a big influence on this. Well, why not influence or innovate with some game modes, guys? I mean, just off the top of the head, like, why not something like a hostage rescue type thing where, you know, you have an attacking team, you know the good guys trying to get in, kill the defenders or the hostage takers, and you have to exfiltrate an NPC or something. Like, I mean, try it. What the hell? What about rush? Like standard rush, or basically like a squad rush expanded with this 1 MCOM per floor, and you just got to make a lot of, you know, flank routes and entrances and staircases, but so that, you know, you can't just watch the doorways. But then every floor is almost like it's a new battle. Sounds like it could possibly work to me. What about like a VIP scenario where the defending team, their team leader is quote unquote the VIP. He has to be defended. Everybody else on his team is bodyguards. The attacking team, their job is to kill that guy somewhere in that building. Why not? So, you know, they could recon to find out what floor, this, that, rush the roof, rush the... I don't know. I mean, these are just ideas off the cuff. Like, why not try some things? Let's innovate. Let's fully innovate. You know, you can't cite innovation on one side and then just slap a new name on a old game type with spawns that we know don't work yet. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, let's just go all the way then if we're gonna do this. I don't know. We need more details. I know it's 3 months away, but if you're going to give us something, give us details. Otherwise, you know, you're just causing more confusion. But at least they're giving us some information. I don't know. I know I cry for information, and now I'm crying when they're giving it to us. I guess they can't win in my book. I did want to make mention of what to expect this week from me. I'm starting a little bit of a new series. I just wanted to do something a little different. It's going to be called Road to the L85. The L85 is getting a nice buff in this next patch, so I kind of wanted to make sure I had it unlocked. I haven't unlocked on Xbox. I didn't have it unlocked on PC yet. So basically the plan was to record every game I played trying to get the L85. All I have left is the squad deathmatch wins. You know, I wasn't too sure how long it was going to take. You know, I remember on the console it took me quite a bit, and I had the squad jump and some things because it can be real frustrating. So I was going to record everyone, the good, the bad, the ugly, wins, losses, whatever, and upload them, commentate them, put them up for you. I thought about live commentating for a minute, but then I decided not to. So that is going to probably be this week. I'll probably put like one up a day or something like that. I've already done them all, so you know, they're already in the can. I just have to edit them and whatnot. So a lot of them were fun. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a funny, well, not quite here, but in a couple seconds you'll see. Pretty crazy end of the clip here. A lot of them were fun, typical of squad deathmatch, but some of them were absolutely terrible. But overall, I had fun. I mean, everybody cries about squad deathmatch, how terrible it is. I don't think so. It is one of my favorite ones, especially if you're playing with some friends. It could be a lot of fun. Some of the rules where I was gonna no cheese. I wasn't going to play any of the super low ticket servers. In fact, most of the servers I played had double tickets. No squad hopping and things like that. I had some confusion though, because I think I wound up on like a 32-man server at one point, and like the one squad I was on looked like they had 10 guys in it. So I wasn't exactly sure what went on. I don't know if there was some shenanigans or whatnot. I don't know if every squad had 8 or 9 guys or just mine. There's no way I could tell, so I didn't back out. So I don't know. I don't exactly know what was going on there. But I took the win anyway. You know, some games I did well and had a lot of fun. Other games are kind of boring. I apologize for that. I'll try to come up with something witty and funny to commentate over it with. In this video, 18-9 or 16-9, I came into the game late. It was just a little chaotic. But yeah, just something a little different with the MP7. That gun's pretty cool. It's really like a laser. It is a pain in the butt until you get the extended mags, though. The 21 rounds is just nothing. As you saw, where I got flanked around those guys at one point. Had them all their backs turned to me, and I couldn't really do much because the clip was so small. Anyway, there's just a quick little update to you guys. I appreciate you listening, and there's a little something to look forward to for this week for me. There'll be more on top of the L85 too as well. Hope you had a good weekend, guys. Take care, alright?